Ladies and gentlemen, we have a red alert, Tone, what's the date today? The date?
The date, it's the 14th of December 2020, big boy.
In history, December 14th has been a very bleak day in history, especially 62 years ago. 62 years ago on December 14th, what bundle of joy was brought into this world?
Well, I reckon that'd be me. That'd be me. That'd be me, the Eddie Birchley of Fukuoka. Get on blazing saddles, big boy.
It's there the big unit, son. Oh, it's a very young 62 too, Tone. You're looking at $1 million to tell the truth. Seriously, you know, you've got the mind of a 14-year-old and the body of a 56-year-old. But mate, if the mind is as sharp as yours, I think you're going to be around for a lot longer. How do you feel today, big boy? Happy birthday, 62 years old.
I'll be feeling a lot better if I didn't have to go to work. But anyway, you can't have everything, can you?
Well, after the weekend, we have to go to work, unfortunately.
We certainly do. Shafted. There's some people should not be allowed to mount a racehorse. That's for sure.
We got the rainbow colours up today because, you know, Tony and old Premier Punter Pezza, the People's Champ, we feel like we've been anally violated after the weekend. I think young Damien Lane's going to cop a bit in a couple of minutes. But Tone, happy birthday, mate. I hope all your hopes and dreams come true.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yes, well, you know.
Have a look. There we go. Even made a little slide for you. There's you and young Jamie.
Oh, I'd like to be sharing a bit of cake with her.
Oh, what about your mate Tendix? He said something about acquiring some undergarments from Jamie after a hard day's racing.
He did, yeah, Tendix. Down there, down under. He's getting his coin ready. He's going to buy him.
Oh. So, Jamie, if there's a little bit of a side hustle, we reckon there might be a few young men here in Fukuoka, and especially, where's Tendix?
He's down in the gong.
Oh, he's in the gong, is he? So,
the gong, yeah.
You might have a little market there, Jamie, to make a bit of extra cash, a bit of a side hustle there.
Tendix. Get a couple of newies, twoies new India. Hey?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Maybe for your birthday, you might try to get a couple away today. You never know.
Oh, yes. Might have a couple tonight. Yep.
So thanks, Jamie, for fuck all last Saturday. But anyway, we missed something last night, or it was on Sunday morning, actually, in Newcastle, Tony. And you're a big fan of the UK races.
Yes, I am. Yes. Big fan. Klopp.
One of our favourite horses, always back losers, a tipping service that Tone and me follow a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't mind throwing out Klopp.
Yes, it's in their stable, isn't it? It's one of their stable horses. Klopp, They seem to like to latch onto him a bit.
Now, let's paint the picture. In Australia, there'll be riots after this. There'll be fair dinkum riots. If it was in America, you know, everyone's got like a fucking automatic machine, fucking rifle. The streets would be a bloodbath. Basically, there was a sprint race down the straight on the all-weather in Newcastle. The starter hasn't loaded Klopp. Now, Klopp's the favourite, Tone, so I'm not too sure how you don't have the favourite, like, made sure it's loaded. Anyway, he's opened the gates. Klopp and the old jock are just sitting in the back, and they've just watched him scream down the straight. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, Tone, that well, but we'll try to show a little bit of video on YouTube here. But
yes.
I don't know how well it's going to go on the Zoom, but let's go. There's Klopp trying to get in.
Yep, trying to get him in.
And then there's Klopp at the back. Look, there's Klopp right behind the gates.
There he is.
Look, there's Klopp. And they got the yellow flags, Tone, the yellow flags.
Yes. Very high tech over there in the UK. Got the yellow flags out. That's it.
The horse is actually running, especially this guy on the outside rail. He's nearly coming off. He's nearly fallen off it, wants to run that hard. This bloke on the inside rail, he's just like, holy shit. I love the UK, yeah. And this is the race. They've reran it, Tone. They've scratched half the field. Here's our mate Klopp.
There we go.
say in this race, and she could end up winning it by looks of things. She's now 2 or 3 lengths ahead. Carthy in second place, Global Humour in third position, and it is a big afternoon. She's won a massive race.
Unbelievable. Was it 5 furlongs?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The field's jumped, Tone, with Klopp sitting out the back with the old trying to get him into the barrier. The starters opened the day of the gates. They've screamed off and ran, basically the race.
Yes.
Half the field scratched. And you wouldn't believe it, Tony. Klopp's at 1 by 3 running away, and it's paid $3.75.
Oh, that's just, yeah.
Mate, that is a birthday present.
Oh, yeah. Someone needs to see an eye dog over there. I don't know what
big boy.
It was obviously, like dumber than a bag of hammers.
Oh, I've been told too. We say big boy too much. And
right.
Barney and Calla, they were having a drink every time I swore. Every time I said fuck, Barney drank. And every time I said big boy or you said big boy, Calla drank. Supposedly Calla passed out within 3 minutes of watching the show.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Mate, Klopp, there you go. They've reran the race, scratched half of it. It's paid $3.75.
It should have been 5s on, shouldn't it?
Oh, mate, it should have paid like winks. It should have been like $1.04.
Yeah,
I wish we had some coin. I wish we were up at that.
Load up.
At about
up.
4 o'clock in the morning. I wish we were watching that, mate. Jesus Christ. Oh, anyway, let's get into it. Episode 13, absolute wipeout. Left-hand man, your titanium tip. At the 300 metres, it looked like it was going to win, Tone, and all of a sudden it was cooked. It looked like someone had shot it.
Oh, mate, there was nothing in the tank, was there? Shocking, It
was beautiful. It was a peach of a ride from our queen. I don't think she did anything wrong. Then Pezza, of course, I always try to find one where the jockey's going to fuck the horse. And I found one. Another prince. That's the third butcher by a family member, by young Harry Grace. I don't know what he did. He didn't jump it. It was second last, got to about third last. Over the 1,400 metre at Wangaratta. You probably got a little bit of time to make some ground. You ran up the arses of a couple of horses. That was no good. And then, anyway, he got to the straight, and then he ran it into a couple more asses, and the poor old horse, just as I said last week, I just hope Harry gives it a chance, and he didn't give it a chance. So
anyway, I'm busy here.
Happy birthday.
Oh. Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, it is a happy birthday today. Everybody's
birthday.
Me this morning.
And then, of course, the quaddie. Jesus Christ, Tone, you've come through with a 20-1 in the first leg. You've come through with a 12-1 in the second leg, Mr. Moneybags. Poor old Memphis Rock won for you, and now it's out with a buddy a foot injury.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, like I said, he's a rogue of a horse, the sort of horse that will win a race like that, and it did. How much money did I have on it, Pezza?
Oh, you would have had thousands. Big
fat zero, big
boy.
You
get donuts on old Memphis Rock.
Nothing.
Jeez.
Nothing.
We are extremely, undeniably poisonous. God. Anyway.
How much have I missed the money bags?
Oh, you would have had a money bag on it.
0.
Perfect.
Not a cracker.
Awesome.
Real pro.
We got second in the third leg because of old Damien Lane. I don't know what Damien was doing, but he was having a shocker. I don't know how we didn't have the favourite in the third leg, mate. I think we're poisonous.
Yes, we usually have a scratching, and we throw in the favourite.
We throw in the favourites after the scratching. I wish there was a scratching in the third leg, Tone, because I think the quaddie paid around 11,000 top tote. Paid 8,000 in Vic. We had the scratching in the last leg, so we threw Paul's regret in. That got the chocolates for us. Poor old Colcani Royale was as honest as the day is long. And our queen, Jamie, she got off it and said should have won by 4 or 5 as she was her first sit on the horse. So I think Kalkani might be a bit of a chance in 2 weeks' time, hopefully back at headquarters. Ouch. Damien Lane basically can go and get fucked. Well, Damien, he fucked us a couple of weeks ago, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
In the last leg.
Yeah. Last leg.
And then he fucked us again this week in the third leg. So, Tone, what should we do this week?
Oh, well, we have to put him in on space in the second leg.
Well,
So
he's rode the fourth leg 2 weeks ago. He's rode the third leg of the quaddie this week. Well, obviously next week he's got to go back and win the second.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Might be a Titanian tip or a Pezza's push this week. Damien Lane in the second leg of the quaddie in Melbourne.
Could very well be.
Yeah, no, I don't know what we were doing there and what we were thinking. It was pretty embarrassing, mate. Pretty embarrassing. So how do you feel, mate? What would you like for your birthday, Tone? A young 62-year-old, very young. A young 62.
A holiday to somewhere like Macau would be nice, wouldn't it? Huh?
You better not say that with the wife in the room, mate.
Surrounded by gambling opportunities.
And sticks.
And sticks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Yes. No, happy birthday, mate. I hope all your dreams and hopes come true. For example, this week we get the quaddie and we actually put Damien Lane in it this week.
Mate, that would be my birthday wishes for us to jag a quaddie for us all. Getting close to Christmas, it'd be really nice, wouldn't it? And that look what it paid, another massive amount. Like
it paid well, didn't it?
Yeah. We've certainly thrown the value out there in our quaddies, you know.
I think my brother Simon, my brother was a bit upset. He had 40% of the quaddie.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! No, sorry, I think I lied. I think he had 25% of the quaddie for $40 or something.
25%. That's still a nice little earner, isn't it? Very.
Where's our photo here? The photo, Mel and Chad's wedding went off with a bang. Barney was missing in action. I don't know if he's still got his Jordans, but honestly, I wish I could throw a video up here of Barney's sleep apnea. It's absolutely hilarious, but I knew if I did that, he would play you know, Barney, all your mates that are called Barney, geez, they play the victim well, don't they, Tone?
They certainly do.
Yeah,
they certainly do. Oh, no doubt.
We've got a new member on our hit list. I'm having a crack at a 1.5 kilo claiming apprentice. Harry Grace, you are a fucking disgrace.
That he is.
Fuck you. You're out. You're on. Put a line through. Harry Grace is gone, Tone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Put a fork in him. He's done like a Thanksgiving turkey, isn't he? Gone. Yeah.
So we got Cancerous Craig and we've got Diarrhea David, and now we've got the old disgrace Harry Grace. Bang. Put a line through. You're gone. You're done. Poor old another Prince. They've got to sack the family member and put a real jock on. You know, put an idiot like Yendel or someone on it. You know, like golly, it breaks your heart.
No good.
So before we go, we can't, leave without the elephant in the room. I know it's your birthday. I know that, you're probably getting lavish with gifts and love and, just a little bit of a little massage there from the wife. And, maybe your beautiful daughter will come home and give you a bit of a peck on the cheek and say, well done, happy birthday, Papa. But the Tones and I dance, Yankee big boy, what happened?
Well, all these horses had, good jockeys.
No, you had Diarrhea Damien on. I don't know how you slipped that in past me.
Yes, yeah. Well, he only got a mention there because we just lived down the road, as you know, from Miyake. So that's the only reason he got that. But
Miyake was actually amazing. Miyake won like a really good horse. And
yes,
our boy, Damien Lane.
Free to Move had the opportunity, but there was just nothing in the tank.
Yeah.
Just nothing there.
Yep.
What about Chief Altony? What about
Altony, mate, getting back into $2.60 with 300 to go. I just thought it was going to go whooshka. Old Diarrhea Damien gave it a really good ride. Ollie, like you must be. I was giggling, Tone. I was absolutely giggling. I thought, how far is this thing going to win by?
Yes, yeah, I did too. I thought it had the perfect centre. He's just going to let him go here in a minute, and it'll be, home James, and then spare the horses.
Yes.
But
won like a great thing. We needed one more winner. It was all up to Jamie and left-hand man, and unfortunately, she gave it a peach, and with 300 to go, it loomed up, and it was basically, it looked like it was shot by Barney.
Yes. Unfortunately, should have had the quaddie selections in the Yankee. So
mate, if you've had Memphis Rock, and then you had Mr. Moneybags and a Yankee, there's 20 in the tens already. There's $200 right there for $1. So
and then into Miyake.
Well, Jesus Christ, there's another $5. So there's 1,000 for $1 for the treble. So yeah, it breaks your heart, doesn't it? When you throw out a couple of roughies and they come in, and that's something we've got to have a look at here and put a line through it. The push, the tip. We'll be back.
Yes, certainly will. We'll be back.
The titanium tip, left-hand man, found a bit wanting. Maybe it might need a bit of a rest. I'm not too sure. And then, of course, another Prince, absolutely butchered by Young, the disgrace, Harry Grace. And she's a charmer, the big boom horse of the West. I think that might need a bit of a spell too, because she jumped not really great. She was nearly sort of 3/4 last the whole way. She did make some ground in the straight, but she didn't have that burst that she's had in her last 2 wins.
Yeah, she seems to be lacking a bit, doesn't she, now?
I think young Carberry will probably get off horse and go, oh, maybe should have had a little bit closer, because at Ascot there's a bit of bias at the moment. It seems like it's a bit of a leader's track. But anyway, we'll be back, Tone, for the $4.95 fill-up. Don't you worry about that. We're not going to give up.
No. Far from that. Like we did think it was going to be the day there on Saturday. We got we put everybody out in the first leg of the quaddie because we had the anchor there.
Yep.
And then we topped up in the second leg.
Yep.
The third leg, we thought we had a fair show, didn't we?
Yeah, we did too. As I said, we're involved with Bennett Racing a little bit. I actually got a video of Jamie, like a really close-up video of Jamie, but I might actually show that on the Friday's episode, keep you all in tune. I better get permission to see if I can show it. But, yeah, it was lovely to see Jamie and those little hazel eyes up close and personal. Tone, nothing more to say. Happy birthday. Hope all your thoughts and prayers will be answered. And we actually pick a leg of the quaddie with Damien Lane in it.
Oh, yes, yeah, exactly.
All right. Happy birthday, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll meet you in the front bar a bit later, and we might be able to have an ale.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, big boy.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.